So next we're going to talk about Leona, and it was really thoughtful of her to bring soda all around her hips for everybody. So it looks kind of like Santa Claus if you cover just like the top half of his body. Kind of looks like Santa Claus. Hey guys, so we got 2 new boss syndrome characters. We got Goenitz and Leona here. We're going to take a look at them, see what their skills are like, what their cores are like, see how they stack up maybe against other boss syndrome characters or SS characters. Just take a look at them as a little overview. We'll cover other things that are happening in this update. So let's move on to that. First, let's talk about the dice event that's going on here. You're going to want to log in every day to get some dice to roll around. You can also have a chance to get dice by like doing, I think, story mode, epic dungeons, I think maybe power-up dungeons. I might be wrong on that. You can check in the event tab. But there's lots of great rewards in here. There's also completion rewards, which are the kind of like the main kicker. So I'll kind of show you what that's all about. So at the very top, you're getting rubies, you're getting dimensional, purple tickets, hammers are nice, all kinds of good stuff. We're going to go down here. This is the first one. So if you complete it once, you get this card. It increases attack, HP, and gold gain. So it's going to be part of your gold farming team. It will be part of mine. Also, it decreases skill cooldown. So a pretty interesting card. It's happy 3rd anniversary King of Fighters All-Stars. I can't believe this game really been out for 3 years. That's insane to me. It doesn't seem that long. Like maybe it's getting there. Maybe time is just flying quicker than I think. But yeah, I like the art. It's got all the like some of the lady fighters on there. King of Fighters where dudes are turned into chicks. Remember when that was a thing? They haven't done that in a long time actually. Now I think about it. What was the last one? Kim? Is Lady Kim the last one? But anyways, pretty cool card. Pretty nice for gold find. It's not that bad overall. At least it's got the skill cooldown on there. That's pretty sweet. And at the event tab here, we can see that there's a rush event. Pretty straightforward. Pretty similar to all the other rush events. There's going to be 3 here this time. I know last time was 2. But there's going to be a team that you're going to want to use in particular to get as much points as possible. The bonus rewards down here, you can click on that and you see what's available. So you got, of course, the BS characters. You got Orochi, Ayori here. We got a couple others that you're going to want to put on the team. That's basically who I have since I don't have the BS characters. But we are going to summon for those characters with our free gems. I kind of forgot to mention that. As well as the cards that are in the shop, and we're going to take a look at those in just a moment. So in the exchange shop, it's kind of par for the course. You got the hammers, you got the Awakened Tier experience capsules here. I tend to go for those once I've gotten the hammers, but it's good stuff. You're going to want to do the first and the last one generally because the daily reward has 50 rubies on it. And then as far as if you're wanting to grind them, do the last one here for Leona. That's going to give you the most points. So make sure you do that. So if you hold your AP potions for the very last stage, they tend to give you the most points. Okay, so we're going to talk about really quick the boss syndrome characters and kind of just do an overview of them. So let's do Goenitz first. Goenitz. I'm such bad at pronouncing names. Unless it's something like very easy like Clark. So he's a red fighter type, or attack type. His leader skill freaking increases red element fighter attack by 65 freaking %. That's amazing. That's so much attack. Holy crap. So he's gonna obviously hit really hard. Here's his relations. Got a bunch of the boss syndrome characters. Nothing unexpected there. I for some reason like looking at those. Sometimes they have like really weird, funny relations. So his first core has a 50% chance to apply fear to the attacker for 2 seconds when attacked. That's great. That has a 20-second cooldown. Increases active skill damage on bleeding targets by 80%. 70% chance to reset active skill cooldown upon landing a hit on shocked targets. Holy smokes. That's such a good core. Dude, it's got like CC damage and 2 damage amplifiers on there. That's insane. Next one, cast a shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds when using an active skill. Removes the shield when attacked 20 times. That's stupid good. So is the Damage Syndrome Volume 4. They gain 1.4 power every 0.4 seconds in guard stance. The PvP exclusive gains super armor for 2 seconds when accumulated attack received 5 times. Holy smokes. That's so good. That kind of like guarantees that you're not just going to get nuked down really quick. That's such a good defensive. Wow. Those cores are insane. Really good offensive and really good defensive on the other one. Like guarantees that you won't just get nuked. That's great. So we're going to take a look at his skills here. First one increases target's damage received by 28% for 7 seconds upon a skill applying bloodshed for 7 seconds to the target upon hit, guard included. Deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack for and every 1 second, and decreases HP recovery. The HP recovery, there's not too many characters that take advantage of that, but still, the damage received, increasing the damage they receive, is basically you're buffing yourself 28% essentially. Great move. Next one, gains hyper armor, that's super and damage immunity, one of the best things in the game. For 3 seconds, and it has a 60% chance to remove target's super hyper armor upon landing a hit on a target with super hyper armor, of course. So wow. Okay, so he gets he gets hyper armor and can take away hyper armor. Holy smokes, dude. These characters are nuts. Okay. Wow. So next we're going to talk about Leona, and it was really thoughtful of her to bring soda all around her hips for everybody. So that's what it looks like to me. And well, they're supposed to be bombs, I'm sure, but like they just look like soda cans, or maybe they look like I don't know if you guys remember the like containers that you'd hold pogs in, where you pop it open and it does a really nice little pop. Maybe she's just a really big pog collector. Some of you guys might not even know what pogs are, but look them up. It was a fun game for when I was a kid. I still have some of mine. But yeah, her arm animation is really cool. I think they actually drew a separate arm from whenever she extends it. I don't think they just took the same one and like, you know, the bend of her arm and straightened it. I think they actually drew a whole one, because I think you can see like the inside of her arm. So that's pretty cool. I like looking at stuff like that. And it's not too often that they make totally new animations. They kind of just make them move around a little bit. Or, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, I have blabbered on long enough. So, her leader skill increases boss syndrome characters' attack by 45% and power charge rate by 20%. I like these skills because the faster your power charge rate is, the more you're going to be doing supers, which is fantastic. Another one person that has this is like Niu Tengu from the Dead or Alive collab. Really good. This is a good one, so I would definitely use that if depending on what characters I had. But Goenitz was even more nuts. That's what I like to see. Just a bunch of attack percentage. So, first one for her, increases target's damage received by 35% for 7 seconds upon landing Grand Saber EX. That has a 15-second cooldown. That's really good. 35%. 15-second cooldown is like pretty average for King of Fighters All-Stars. That's like the average cooldown thing for defensive or not cooldowns. Next one, or next part of that, decreases the active skill cooldown by 0.5%, not percent, seconds upon landing an attack on a burning target. Increases active skill damage on burning targets by 110%. Holy smokes. They just wanted these characters to be like absolutely insane. Okay, cast a shield that absorbs... Oh, this is like this... Okay. This is like the same thing. It casts a shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds when attacked if HP is 50% or more. Remove the shield when attacked 20 times. Okay, so it has a 50% thing on there, so it's a little different. And of course, she has the same boss syndrome volume 4 thing on there. Wow, these characters are so good. So she gains hyper armor with a 70% chance to remove target's hyper armor, super or hyper armor upon landing the skill. So it's a lot like Goenitz is there. Very similar. Next one, increases damage received. This is also very similar. Okay, this is like exact same thing, except this is fire instead of the bleed. Yeah. I like this one a little bit more for her, though, because I like the decreases crit versus healing, because not too many people are healing at the moment. Yeah, not too many people are healing at the moment. So next one, increases attack by 55% of defense for 7 seconds. Those are always great on defensive characters because they have a lot of that stat. Deals additional damage equal to 50% of attack upon landing on a burning target. Apply fear. Okay, so they're very similar. Some of these things are in different orders. So it's interesting that they keep making the characters so similar. Like, I mean, I know there's some minor differences, but I think that's what they are, minor differences. I still like them. The art on them is great. And the kits on these two are insane. So I think they're definitely worth getting. So I'm going to be spending my temporary gems to try to get these. But first, I wanted to talk about the cards really quick. So there is a new set here, which they reused some assets, which I like looking at the art for the cards. I don't know. They kind of did this not too long ago where they reused assets. So the cards still look great, but it's kind of a bummer. I like looking at new artwork. But the main stat for all of them is attack, as it should be. But the set bonus increases the damage of boss syndrome fighters' active skills by 25%, and increases attack by 20% for 5 seconds upon boss syndrome fighter landing a blast skill. So that's crazy. And the PvP exclusive decreases damage received by 85% for 3 seconds when attacked while in fear. That part is fine. It's kind of like a anti Goenitz one, but there's not that many people who have fear. There's a few of them, but still nice to add on there. But this is a really good set if you have a bunch of BS characters. Really good. And here is the option card. Increases attack, decreases skill cooldowns, and increases attack by 13% for 5 seconds, and grants super armor for 2 seconds when tagging in boss syndrome fighter. That's a really good card if you have a boss syndrome team. I don't. I'd probably want that if I did. This is really good. Attack and cooldown reduction are some of the best stats on cards. The tagging thing, there's some modes where that's just not going to be useful whatsoever, but for the ones that are, that's going to be great. So good stuff. 13% is pretty decent, but I wouldn't break the bank for this card unless you just absolutely have to have it. All right, so going to spend my temporary gems here to try to get these characters. I could go for the set, but the likelihood of me getting that set with 7,000 gems is pretty low. But I could maybe get lucky and get one of these characters. So let's see. Let's see what we do here. Go! I like getting new characters anyways. And they're really good, man. I think they might be some of the best. I mean, especially like Goenitz, dude. He's so nuts. I know they're both really similar. Just 1 5-star. That's a lot of blue man. Blue man group. I just want to see what the 5-star is. It's like this. Shizuru. We'll skip that. Nobody I wanted. But yeah, it's hard to say on paper exactly how good they are, but I think these guys are going to be like amazing. One of the best. The kits are just insane. Aw, bummer. 2 regular 5-star, so I'll just skip that. But, you know, on what modes are they going to be the best in? I'm not really sure. But they look great. So hopefully we can get them. I like them both. I could use more really good red units too, so Goenitz would be cool. But Leona's got free soda, you know. You can't deny the usefulness of having somebody around who's just got a belt of soda. Very useful. Oh, that was a crappy pull. I have this like ongoing thing on my for the King of Fighters All-Star stuff that Shermie is just #1 King of Fighters lady. I have videos about it. I'll put them up here, hopefully, or in the description or something, where, like, for the Valentine's Day thing, she made, everybody else has just made chocolate, but she made, like, a whole chocolate statue, right? Best lady. But Leona carries soda on her hip. That's so useful. She's a contender, is what I'm saying, for sure. Let's see, how many more do I got? So I got a few more. So far, not much luck. Just a couple of, like, whatever's 5 stars. The game, like, froze for a half second. Nope, just a regular 5 star. Can't complain about free gems, though. This is a decent 5 star there. The Athena in Wonderland. That was a fun event. I do kind of miss those type of things with, like, the, like, Sentai Warriors. That was really fun with Clark and Ralph. That legit surprised the heck out of me when it first came out. And the stage on that little challenge is so fun, where you look like a giant in the little small buildings. It's freaking awesome. We'll skip this because I didn't get nothing. Got 2 luckies. When is FES American Sports Team? That's what I want to know. We got Brian, Lady Brian. I think this is the closest we'll ever get. Hey, you got a FES? That's cool. Nice. Who's it gonna be? Mr. Karate? Okay. I'm not mad. I don't have him, actually. And I like Mr. Karate, so... But that was unexpected. Alright. Well, I'll skip the rest. I got Mr. Karate. That's awesome. Nose and all. Unexpected. We're gonna spend the last of my free rubies plus a couple hundred of my own. See what we get. Red's good. Ooh, nice. Another FES. Watch it be Mr. Karate again. But hey, 2 FES for free rubies, not bad. Yasuro, that's a very cool, like, pose. He's really fun to play, though. Lady Yasuro is really fun to use, too. Nice. The Tornado Boy, I think he's probably a little bit better than Leona, but really good unit, so I'm glad to have him. He looks kind of like Santa Claus if you cover just like the top half of his body. Kind of looks like Santa Claus. So let's skip the rest of this here. Very cool. Got a free Boss Syndrome unit, so you can never be mad about that. So lucky me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If it was, please consider liking the video. It helps me, and subscribing for more King of Fighters All-Stars content. I am also reacting to all the King of Fighters 15 videos. That's been fun. Some people requested to do that, so I've been having fun doing that. We even play Who's That Fighter, kind of like a Who's That Pokemon, where people guess that. That's really fun. But yeah, I do a lot on the channel here. I cover other mobile games like the Mega Man X Dive and some others, so it's a lot of fun, and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and try to get the 10,000 subscribers. And so everything I make on YouTube goes straight into my son's bank account. Just kind of makes it more fun for me, and I'd appreciate if you'd help me out in that way. I wish you guys luck in your summons. God bless you guys, and you have a blessed day, y'all.